Hello, my lovely people. I thought I would just jump on here and offer some energy healing downloads, theta healing downloads to anyone that's willing to receive them in regards to Christmas. And now that I'm doing this, I feel like I should have turned the lights on. But anyway, so if you haven't experienced this kind of healing before, basically, it works whether or not you're watching this live or whether you're watching this later, okay? Now, theta healing is an energetic healing technique that uses the theta brainwave to allow you to access both the subconscious and also the energy of the infinite intelligence of the universe all around you to bring in basically new information into your energetic field or the computer hard drive of your subconscious mind, so that you can actually shift and change and receive beyond whatever that programming is. We have so much that we don't realize that we're carrying a lot of the time. Like, there's so much information within our cells, within our DNA, from past lives that we've had, from this lifetime that we've stored, from other people's realities trying to fit in. All of that kind of stuff can create stuff within our life that we don't desire, basically. And so with regards to Christmas, it's such a time of year that brings up so much stuff for so many people. I wanted to just kind of like bring in some channeled like downloads to assist anyone that is willing to receive it, basically. So if you're watching this, and you'd like to receive it, all you have to do is be open to it, say yes, think yes, and you will receive it. I know it seems a little weird, especially when you're not watching it in real time, but actually it's the universe that's contributing to you. What I'm doing in this is actually being the witness, the channel of kind of like the coding or the information that is being kind of like brought through, but I'm witnessing that kind of like energetic shift occurring with my third eye, so that beyond time, whoever desires to receive it actually receives it. So I'm just going to connect to source energy now and just bring in for you guys that are willing to receive it, that you know how to actually move through the holidays and celebrate Christmas from Source's perspective. So true celebration, that you know what it feels like to truly celebrate. Some people don't actually know what that feels like. So let's just bring in that you know what it feels like to truly celebrate Christmas, that you know how to, and that you can do that with ease, and that you can do that without becoming overwhelmed or burdened, without being triggered, without regressing, and without being forced to play a role that is no longer you, okay? So let's actually just bring in for you, from Source's perspective, that you actually know how to be you throughout this holiday season, that you actually know how to have choice for you and include you in every single choice without becoming a martyr, without becoming a sacrifice, without feeling like you're selfish or wrong for including you in the choices, okay? So everyone who you have made more important, more valuable, more significant than you, and kind of like placed on the hierarchy structure, like above you. So it's kind of like you've got to choose whatever works for them instead of what works for you. Can we show you the truth about what is actually true there? Because those are belief systems, they're not actually true. And can we bring in that you know how to actually include both of you or all of you in your choices, okay? So show you how to actually make choices without it being one or the other, one losing out. Okay, so I just want to bring in, sometimes we can have this thing where it's kind of like our subconscious doesn't know time. So it's kind of like we can have all of these different times running at once, and we can create different things with regards to Christmas based upon the Christmases that we've already had. So I just want to bring in for you guys that you know the difference between now and any other Christmas you've had, and that you can have this Christmas, this holiday season, without comparing it to anyone that you've had, without causing any upset from any other Christmas to get entangled and entwined in this Christmas, or without kind of like using some other Christmas that was like, you know, amazing as the thing to compare this Christmas with, and then kind of like perhaps be disappointed. So can we show you how to actually receive whatever you can receive this Christmas without judgment, without getting lost in other people's expectations and projections, without feeling like a disappointment or like you're letting other people down, without disappointing yourself, without wanting to withdraw or retract from the world or your relationships, without wanting to avoid everyone. Okay, so for some people, Christmas brings up a lot of, you know, feelings of aloneness. You know, if you've lost people, sometimes it can just make you feel really sad, lonely, regretful about things that you've experienced in the past that maybe didn't go your way. What if you could let all of that go? What if you could have a new start this Christmas? So can we just bring in that you know how to experience Christmas without having to be lost in like the regret of the past, or without being stuck in grief, or without being hurt, without feeling excluded from the world, without feeling excluded from relationships or rejected. So can we actually show you how to contribute to your to your inner child this Christmas, okay? Because for some people also it's kind of like, as adults, it's like maybe you had great Christmases when you were a kid, and then as an adult it never kind of matches up. So what if that could be different this Christmas? So what can you actually do to contribute to your inner child? Can we show you how to actually contribute to your inner child and allow yourself to have the joy of a child this Christmas and still be able to get everything done, still be able to take care of what is required? So can we also just show you how to celebrate Christmas and enjoy Christmas without feeling burdened, without feeling like it's all on your shoulders, without feeling like no one cares, without feeling like you've got to maintain control of everything or have some sort of rigid structure in order to get through things? Without feeling unacknowledged. So the places and spaces, what tends to happen with Christmas is it's like all of those old wounds can get brought up, and it's kind of like some people will have those places where they feel really unacknowledged by others, and yet often when that gets brought up, it's because it's where you're also not acknowledging yourself. So it's kind of like if you're starting to feel that way, it's an indication that you've already given up or you're excluding you from the picture. So if you start to feel overwhelmed this Christmas, you want to hang on a minute, wait, I'm starting to resent people, I'm starting to feel like I'm not being acknowledged. Okay, what can I acknowledge about me right now? What do I need to do for me in order to feel better? Okay, so we're just going to bring in that you actually know how to acknowledge yourself throughout the Christmas holidays and beyond. Like, what if this was something that could be brought into your energetic field so that you always know how to take care of yourself? So let's actually just show you energetically from Source's perspective how to take care of yourself always, how to include yourself in every single choice always, how to acknowledge yourself without becoming overwhelmed or without feeling neglected or invalidated or invisible to others in order to be able to do that. Okay, so what else? So we'll just bring in all of that information now. I'm just going to witness that coming into your energetic fields. Oh, okay. So sometimes, like, Christmas can bring up those old conflicts, right? Or those old resentments. Often, like, people like that you've known for a long time can kind of like hold on to different things, or you might be holding on to different things in regards to them and them you, and it creates these control structures that often we don't even realize that we're kind of creating or that we're perpetrating on one another. But what that does is it actually eliminates change, it eliminates growth, and it keeps everybody stuck in kind of like this binding structure that actually is quite unkind and cruel to everybody involved. So, and yet we all do it without even realizing that we're doing it sometimes. because it's what we've been entrained into, okay? So can we show you how to actually be with the people that are in your life, your family, your friends this Christmas without perpetrating the definitions, conclusions, and judgments of who they were in the past or what they did in the past onto them, and without allowing them to do that to you. So it's kind of like you do not have to be what it is that they have defined you to be based upon the past. You do not have to get pulled into that energy. In a sense, it's kind of like if you allow yourself to know you and to be like the dominant energy within your life and not make anyone else's feelings greater than that. It's kind of like you won't get lost in the sea of the kind of like undercurrent of the subconscious programming that is so often there, that is often not consciously acknowledged throughout life, but especially at Christmas, okay? So can we just show you how to actually be the dominant energy within your energetic field throughout Christmas, around family, around friends, throughout the holiday season, and that you can be that without losing yourself in other people's emotional intensities, other people's definitions of you, other people's judgments of you, other people's conclusions, expectations, and projections of you, okay? So can we just bring in that you know the difference between you and everybody else, okay? Your awareness and everybody else's feelings, and show you how to actually still be you and have your awareness without without getting lost in their, I want to say shit, without getting lost in their shit, okay? If you're being you and occupying the space of you, which may actually be way bigger than you realize, it kind of allows you to be aware of everything that is within somebody else's energetic field and not take it on as you. Yet if you are aware of somebody emotionally, but you don't know how to deal with the emotional intensity of it, it's kind of like you can shrink your energy down. And what that does is it creates this place where you begin to be the effect of whatever it is that they think, feel, are projecting at you, right? So effectively this Christmas, what if you could actually expand out to be bigger than this planet and start to ask to be that space of you throughout this entire time? We're going to bring in the information, if you would like to receive it from source, that you know how to do that and you know what that feels like, okay? That you can actually occupy the space of you without feeling like you're wrong or selfish, or without feeling like you're taking the space away from another, okay? Because there can be this weird thing with like energy and dominance within some family structures where, you know, there may be some people that feel like if they speak, if they say something, or if they even just kind of like be in the room sometimes, it's like they're taking the space from somebody else. And this is often because of these unconscious needs of the other people that are within the family. You know, if somebody has a need for attention, if someone has a need to be seen, it might be that the other person's tapping into that, and then they feel like they're not allowed to be seen because the other person needs it way more, right? So, but none of that is actually real or true. So in a sense, beyond all of that, you can actually just occupy the space of you, be the space of you, and be aware of kind of like the insanity of whatever anybody else has got going on without kind of like being completely like sucked into it and lost in that world, okay? So I just want to bring in that you know how to actually be with everyone this Christmas without losing yourself, without losing any part of you, without losing your awareness, without becoming confused, without becoming disorientated, and without needing any kind of substance in order to cope, okay? So can we show you how to actually be with the people in your life without disassociating? So can we show you that it's safe to be present? And can we show you how to allow yourself to be present without being hurt, without being reactive, without having to fight against any of their points of view, and without regressing to be less than you are in order to please them or keep the peace, okay? So let's just show you how to be out of control this Christmas from Source's perspective. And I don't mean like in a crazy sense, but it's kind of like out of control just means you being you not buying into anybody else's judgments or conclusions, you allowing yourself to have choice and not not needing to judge yourself either. Kind of like, what if there is no right or wrong way to be this Christmas? What if you could just be you and have total allowance for whatever it is that you're feeling and experiencing, and not making any of it significant. Okay, so what if this Christmas could be something that you enjoy for your inner child and actually enjoy the celebration of? So if there is anything else that you kind of would like to subconsciously know that I haven't spoken of yet, you can actually ask for it now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask for everything that you're asking for to be downloaded into your energetic fields, and that it's kind of like that's integrated for you. And we're just going to do some instant healing. So anything that you would like to shift, that you're willing to allow to be shifted, we're just going to ask for that to be done now for you. Oh, okay. So I feel like I just need to also just say so can we just bring in that you also know how to be with people and with people in your life this Christmas without making anyone's demands more significant or important than you. Okay, so let's actually just show you how to include you and have choice with regards to other people's demands. Okay, I hope that contributes to all of you that have witnessed this. Hopefully it does. I hope that you all have a great Christmas. If you would like any information about this, Theta Healing, what I'm doing, how it works, you can check out the link that I will include with this video. I do teach classes in this. So if you want to check that out, go ahead, and yeah, have a great Christmas, guys.